your general thoughts about the game, but also just the way you guys defended all over the field today.
Yeah. It was, our game plan. We know Houston is a very talented team with the ball. Benny's done a great job with them, and they're always dangerous and with combination play, and then attacking with numbers by the time they get in the opponent's box. And so it's a calculated attack. It's dangerous. But we've also learned in the past, if we think of a couple of years ago, playoff game here, when we are aggressive and we don't let them get into a rhythm and we don't give them a lot of space, especially in the middle of the park, it seems to be enough to defend well enough to win games against them. And it's easier here than in Houston. There's usually a hurricane or a 100-degree heat or something going on with our luck there. But I was very happy with our defensive performance tonight. We wanted to be aggressive. We wanted to be on our front foot and to cause problems. And I think we did a great job with that. And on top of it, we created some chances with the ball. Some out of transition, some out of run of play. So I was happy with the improved performance. We started playing better with the ball and creating more chances in Portland. Made some defensive errors. St. Louis was more of the same. A little better than in Portland defensively, but still made 2 critical errors, which caused goals. And then we could have scored a few more. And then tonight I saw a more complete performance on both sides of the ball and was very happy with the way we played tonight. From the get-go, it didn't feel for me tonight that at no point were we in danger of losing this game.
Coach, congratulations on the win. With Aaron Long clearly hurting his shoulder, Maxime Chanot's status up in the air, what it's been with De La Valle and everybody else, can you just give a kind of general sense of what's going on at center back with this club and how everyone's health is moving forward?
I wish I had a better answer for you than, sometimes it's just a little bit of bad luck. Sometimes it's recruiting. You have to be careful who you recruit. Injuries are sometimes with contact, and with Aaron's it's contact. It's not wear and tear, and so nobody in this sport is protected from contact injuries, and that's just a little bit of bad luck.
Coach, congratulations on the win. I have a question that doesn't relate directly to the game, but I want to make sure I get it in before I don't have a chance. When I interviewed you about 20 years ago, you said something really interesting to me. I asked you a really boring question, but you had a really good answer. The question being, you were playing at Hanover at the time, and the question was, what are the biggest differences between your life in the U.S. and life here in Germany, which is where we both were at the time. And you said, I still remember you said the U.S. is a hero culture, and in Germany, they're skeptical of success, and they kind of tend to want to tear you down a little bit. So I wonder, now that you've lived and worked here for a few years, would you still say that still holds true? And how is that playing out in your work as a head coach?
I think the truth, I still think there's some truth to that, which I think is a good thing. I think it's a much better experience to open up the paper in the morning. Who still does that? I'm not sure, but and to open the sports section and you read about the victories and you read about the stars and the heroes of the match, game, what have you, as opposed to the negative headlines. So I will always see it with the glasses half full as opposed to half empty. But I think now with our sport in the United States, I would say it's not that extreme. I think there's both. I think it's a nice mix, a healthy mix of criticism, constructive criticism, both from the fans and from journalists, but also understanding some teams are doing their jobs very well. And so I think we found a good mix right now.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for not making me remember what I said. There's no chance I would have remembered that.
You don't even remember the interview.
I do, but there's been a lot of interviews.
Oh, I know. Yeah, no, I'm not blaming you.
Thankfully.
Can you talk about that first goal in the season that Ordaz is having right now? Please?
Yeah, it's He's where an eye, and if you want to score goals in any league, you need to poach. You need to be in those areas. You need to be in the box, and you need to be running to goal. You need to be the first in the box, and he's exactly where he should have been. He ran hard and was rewarded for it. Was in the right spot, just kind of sniffing around the goal, and thankfully the keeper wasn't able to get his hands completely on it, and Nate was in the right spot. So I loved everything about that. I love the progression, starting with Eddie Seguro, who found Timmy Tillman in midfield. While Houston was pressing, an excellent pass. And then from there, it looks easy, but it's not to maintain the tempo of that rolling counterattack, if you will, and then to finish it. And so I loved everything about it. It's something you kind of do in training, but it rarely works in games, and tonight it did.
Thanks.
Steve, on Aaron, can you share any more details? I mean, what does he look like right now?
As far as I know, nothing serious. I think it was just painful in the shoulder area. So I think we were able to cancel out any serious injury at halftime, which is why he went out and played. But sometimes the pain is too much. So we'll see how it settles the next couple of days. But I'm hopeful that it's nothing too serious.
You made a point coming into this match how important tempo was and pushing Houston. Is that part of the reason you started Nathan and David together? You wanted some of that more energy in the attack?
Yes, that's precisely it.
Yeah. And they offered that for you? What did you see from them?
Tonight they did, yeah. Until fatigue set in. But they ran hard the first half. They ran hard the first 15 minutes of the second half and just got tired. But having that ability of at least two out of the front three, and Denis ran as well, but so all three and midfield as well, running hard, making it difficult for teams to settle down and have meaningful possession is really important for us to get into games. And the faster we play, the better we play. And we need to not lose sight of that.
And one more from me, just on center backs, can you speak a little bit about the depth you have? We haven't seen too much of Nkosi Tafari this year. Where do you make of him fitting into the group? Do you see him over this course of this month, perhaps with Aaron, as someone who get more time?
Yeah, right now our Aaron and Eddie did very well tonight. Marlon came in and did excellent as well. So, and Kosi has been showing in training what he can do. And sometimes it's just a waiting game. Sometimes the players just have to be a little patient. But we do have a congested stretch coming up. And, we will see some rotations then.